everyone wants to fucking leave their family and go like to
Yeah,
the
I
next
guess.
West Coast from the East Coast just to fucking get a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing about current society's work-life balance. A lot of people, maybe people in the past were fine working 8 hours, right? But people these
Mm-hmm.
days, they want more work-life balance, right? And like you could say they're
True.
entitled and for asking for it, but I don't think it's too much to ask for it, and that's what everyone should want.
Mm.
Especially in the US where you have to fucking drive. Like some people have to commute like 2 hours or more, right? Just to get to work. So combine that with what 8 hours of work, you have like another 2 hours of commute. That's 10 hours of your day gone, right? And
Mm.
then you get home and you might not have full energy to do the things that you want.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, this is the system,
Yeah,
the overall
yeah,
theme,
the system.
the system,
It's like
bro.
negative thing.
Right, and that's the people, and that's how you see people that are, that are rich are all people that break the system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people ethically, some people not so ethically, right?
Yeah.
Either you have to do illegal shit and then play against the system, or find a loophole in the system,
Right.
right? Like
And the way
it's
to
not
game the system.
right. Like apparently the three most richest people in the U.S. like have more money than the middle class,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. Like, isn't that fucked? Like, even the billionaires, like, do they not think and say, "Wait, that's fucked up"? Like,
Yeah, do they not see the amount of money they have and see on how unhappy they are
right,
that they don't like they can't even spend it even if they give it to their family gives it to their families and generations down and down and down.
right,
Like there are people suffering,
right,
right?
right, and that's
Just
the thing.
just as I mean they do start like foundations, but what they're giving like millions just to write off their tax break.
Right,
Right? And that millions are not even going to the proper places that it needed. It's going through charities, and charity will be like, this expense, this expense. Oh, finally we have this much money to go and buy some things. Right? That's kind of messed up.
exactly, and not only that, like, but I was thinking of something earlier. Wait a second, hold on.
But the thing
Wait,
now, fucking in America,
no,
fucking
right,
two
remember,
billionaires are running the country,
right.
and like all the people are like, oh, they're gonna work for us, but no, they're there because they're for the billionaires.
Right, and going back to the competition argument, right? That if
Uh-huh.
there's competition, there's going to be some sort of imbalance. And that means if we want a balance, that means people have to make some sacrifices. Right? And the thing about billionaires is, do they really think that they're entitled for all that wealth just for coming up with a couple ideas and running
Yeah,
the company? Okay, sure,
Elon
I
Musk,
agree.
bro.
I agree. You did something,
Elon Musk, bro.
smart,
He invests
right?
in companies and got richer and thinks like he's the one who fucking put that rocket out into space.
Right,
Like,
exactly. Like
dude,
I
it
do
is
I do get it. You made some smart moves. Sure, maybe you are entitled to, more than the average person. But really entitled to like fucking 25% like of the country's wealth. Like what? Bro, what?
like crazy.
Like that like are people just like psychos? Like what, like I don't know, man. Like I'm not a billionaire. I don't know how they think, but I honestly want to know how they think. Like what their
I
like
don't know. And again, the
argument
thing is,
is.
most billionaires are like anonymous. Right? I mean, there are some billionaires that are like big brands and like
Right, the
they are
people that
like with the public spotlight and they're the
yeah,
ones people know about. But there are so many fucking billionaires.
that's
How many
true.
billions are there? How many billionaires in the world? There are 2,700 billionaires, Makram. 2,781 billionaires, okay?
Yeah,
And dude, a billion is an insane. It's
it
literally 999 million plus,
a million.
right?
It's like generational wealth.
It's bro, it's
Generations.
2,700 billion.
That's like 100,000. That's
Million.
1,000 plus generations of money.
Right? People, even if they work like normal jobs for like 50 years, right? I mean, there's a fucking number, right? So people have to work their jobs for like some thousands of years just to reach that amount, no? Right?
Exactly. I remember this one Andrew Tate quote. Okay, I know people hate Andrew Tate, but like there's this one okay where he says, even if you work your whole life, you won't have money to buy one Bugatti. And that's so true. Okay, he's right.
True.
Okay, and in his argument, I guess he's using it to shame people. Okay, but my argument is to rather show how fucked up things are.
Yeah.
like Andrew, have you ever thought about the fact that that's fucked up? Like there's like it's like you're telling the people that are working the slave labor, the wage, slave jobs are not working hard. They are.
No, yeah, so yeah, it's the bias in their part. So they made it, right? However shady way he made it, okay?
Right.
It's the same thing. Okay, so think about this, Mokram. Alright, so there are NBA players, right?
Yeah.
People in the NBA or like people in professional sports, they're really good at what they do. Okay, sure, I get that. They worked hard, okay? They made it, right? But the thing is, the people who didn't make it also worked hard, right? Because like in that draft, like when they do draft every year, right? There are hundreds of people that do get selected, but there are like thousands of people who didn't get selected but who also probably worked equally hard, no?
Exactly.
And it's like the thing is, only working hard also doesn't ensure success.
Exactly.
Right?
You need to be
Like,
extremely smart.
well,
I said, you need to either go against the system or be extremely smart to exploit it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And a lot of people have a moral compass. They don't want to exploit the system. Right? Exactly.
Yeah,
They don't want to
gotta
exploit
be a
their
little-
workers.
That's why like CEOs are like more sociopaths are like psychopaths who become more successful as
Right.
CEOs.
It's like the health insurance thing. Like they were United Healthcare was using a AI to deny claims, and it had a 90-something% error rate, and they knew that. Right? And they were still using it. And I know some people came up with figures. I don't know how accurate it is, right? And some people were based on all the denied claims that they did, they were probably like 2 million or something million people that died, which is higher than the Holocaust. Right?
Yeah. Of course, Luigi Mangione will be fucking celebrated.
But is he though? I don't see people talking about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
for a
fizzled
while
out.
he was idolized.
It's fizzled out. He killed the CEO, but did anything change? No.
No.
And that's
Unless
how
he's
fucked
gonna
up.
take it.
And that's how fucked up things are right now. First of all, we're fine taking all this shit. We're like, thanks to the internet, right, and everything.
Mhm.
Even if things are corrupt, we can see a lot of the things that are happening. A
Yeah.
lot of the things that are fucking us over, right? We see it happening. We feel it happening, right? And we don't do anything about it. We just sit there. We just fucking take it. We just take the in all. We don't do anything.
We just turn on porn, bro. That's what
Right,
we do.
and then there's people like
OnlyFans making girls rich
right.
with whatever money they have. They're making
But
some
here's the
random
thing.
girl-
Here's the thing. You could blame the women in OnlyFans, but they're the only reason they're doing it
No.
because there's a market.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the fucking
I don't
guys.
blame the women, bro. I don't blame the women,
Right.
like, bro. If I could make money, like taking photos of my body and bro, in this economy, bro, who's not doing it?
Right. And honestly, like people are right about the fact that when things look hopeless, the right wing people, they thrive. Basically, people, they just want things for themselves now. Like US is going full on America's first and whatnot, and obviously
Yeah,
like
but no, bro. We're about to be fucked, bro. Like after
Right.
6 months,
right,
my grocery prices are gonna go high. Right, my dollar is already worth nothing.
right.
Right, so I'm like Canada is gonna have a hard time.
Right, like people are voting a fucking billionaire. They think a billionaire who is supported by another fucking billionaire is gonna help the working class. Like, oh, they're putting tariffs and then like sanctions that are gonna increase the cost for the regular person.
Exactly.
And like, I don't get it, man. Like, it's like
all for the name of closing down the border. Our
Right.
border doesn't let anything go through anyway.
right, and then if you think about it, a lot of the movements, right, at least in like the male scene also, right, like you like for a long time there's the MGTOW, right, men going their own way, I think that's what it's called, and incels and everything. It's a product of the system, okay?
Mm.
Right?
Yeah.
You could blame women and feminists all you want,
No,
but the
the
real problem isn't
And the
so
fact
hard.
that there are so many men who feel like they are like in that situation and they feel like they belong to that group, right?
Right,
That means there's some issue that is causing all, like it's not like one off thing.
right,
And it's not like I just some small amount of people being like radicalized and being like they're exposed to some fucked up shit
right.
and they lived in their echo chamber. No, it's like different areas of the world, different people, right? All feel the same way.
Right, and it's like this case, Sharpie. It's like instead of recognizing the problem, I know people are going to two different extremes. Okay, one is like the extreme left argument that I know talking that was like as too black. I know, like you're a guy, nothing is happening to you. Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
you
I
just
know.
have to grind, shut the
Right,
fuck up, play the system because you're a
right,
man.
right. And then there's people on the right wing that are taking advantage of the problem. Okay, you know, to get votes. I know. And whatnot, and it's working, and
We're forgetting about another group, Makram. The group that has given up.
right,
The
and
group that is like just quitting everything.
right, and I feel like, well, if you're speaking politically, the people that have given up are, I would say, they're still mostly left leaning.
No,
Right.
I'm talking about like actual real life funny, like people that are actually just giving up in life.
Right.
I mean, either by rope maxing or just by
Rope
like
max.
just not actually living their life, or not just being like fuck this, I'll just live as like doing nothing.
Yeah.
There's a good group of people.
Right, and I feel like a lot of people, like what we see in Twitter and the internet, are people on the extremes, right?
Yeah.
People on the extreme left and people on the extreme right. A lot of people
Because
are in
that's
the
what the
middle.
algorithm pushes, bro. Because that's what gets the more likes, more clicks, more views.
Right, and not
that's what
only
the
that,
algorithm
but like it's helping the agenda of people who are in power. And right now, it's the right wing, at least in the U.S. Right, but anyway, like the people that are giving up are the people that are invisible and the people that are suffering the most.
Exactly.
Right, and and those people are not willing to fight for themselves anymore.
No.
Yep, it's fucked. It's cooked.
It's
like
cooked.
right.
It's a
It's like
slow burning death.
it's like it's instead of like people do they not see like the issue is identified, right, and the solution is not that complicated, right? And I feel like people are trying to make it too complicated. Okay, like suddenly like for example, like left wing Mantil, they try to create like a hierarchy of issues or a hierarchy of people. They're like, oh, I am more minority than you. Suddenly minority ko hierarchy, you know. So instead of saying, you know, we understand that guys have this issue, you know, and every other Unsani group has this issue, and instead of trying to fix all of them,
They're just they're like
right,
you think
right, and fine.
I also have issues. I also have issues.
Exactly, and fine. Maybe some groups need more priority. That's fine, you know. But what I don't like is entirely alienating Unsani people saying "Totu black."
Yeah.
Like,
Like
Unsani-
your issues
and that's
are
what they
invalid,
did
like
with
this,
guys. That's what they did to guys,
Yeah.
and look who they
Look-
went and voted for. Fucking idiots.
Right now, it's a very sad society.
It's just the. So what do we do about it, man? We're fucking out here ranting. I know what the fuck is that gonna do again?
What can we do about as individuals, Makram? Do you think there's
Right.
anything we can do?
Right, it's like the dude, I know, who's trying to be fucking eco-friendly. Okay? It's a good thing you're trying to be eco-friendly and do all that shit, but you are doing this because you think you are the problem. You are not the problem.
Yeah.
What about the
problem has been there
billionaires?
since like a long time ago?
Yeah, which is like fucking Taylor Swift using a private jet like 10,000 times a year. Like, what about that, huh? Like, like we're
No,
not.
bro, Makram, Swifties might be listening. What are you talking about?
What?
Swifties might be listening, bro. You can't talk
Oh
about
shit! I
fucking-
can't. Oh my god! I'm gonna get cancelled. Exactly, and they are part of the problem too.
Yeah. But no, her Swiftie can, like, Taylor Swift can do no wrong.
Right,
Bro.
right. And you know, I just remembered something. Is we are right, and the larger thing that that we just spoke about is infighting. Is
Infighting.
the billionaires, the people at the top are just looking at us, just fighting at each other, and looking at these fucking
they're looking
idiots,
at us
bro.
like ants, bro. They're like, what?
Look at these fucking idiots just fighting against each other. And the Luigi thing did it for a temporary moment it brought people together, and many people that divided people together. They showed, it's a class issue, because that is what it is. The main thing is it's a class issue.
But now it's over.
It's over. It's gone. Move. It's fizzled out.
It's like fucking, bro. In internet times, it was 10 years ago.
Exactly. It's like memes last longer than that, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking brain rot, and like you said a long time ago, you spoke about subjugation. The people are subjugated or whatever, like they're either controlled by all these means.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and one is the
They are
internet.
basically asleep, bro. Like no one, like bro, like how about the Taylor Park alien? What has he?
Yeah.
How Joe awakens, right?
Yeah.
There's so many people like just stuck in the loop.
Right, and the funny thing is that's the original meaning of woke here, no?
Mm-hmm.
And even the woke people are asleep at this point because they're too busy fucking complaining on Twitter, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh my god, fucking Elon Musk did the Sig Heil, bro. Oh my god, bro. Holy shit, dude. Big deal, brother.
They don't realize fucking Elon Musk is fucking big as fuck.
Like, is that the problem that we should be focusing on? Like what?
It's a I don't know. See, like the thing is, like, it's a slow dying. It's literally slow burning death, And like they're not gonna, like, the people that actually can make change don't care, right?
Right.
And like we can only talk about it. Like maybe we start a small movement or something, but no.
It's gonna get shut down so
If
quickly.
they don't like it, they can just stop promoting your videos, right?
Right.
And you'll be
It
hidden
has
in
to
the
be
algorithm.
something violent. It has to be something violent, or nothing is gonna happen. Like people
so,
say
like,
Gandhi did this, Gandhi was peaceful, but sure, Gandhi himself was maybe peaceful, but what about other people fighting for the freedom of British, like India, right? Or other movements,
Gandhi
like
did it.
Americans themselves, like freaking, like their independence. That was hella fucking violent, right? Like, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to do anymore.
So exactly. The only thing that gives me control in life right now is skipping. That's it. I feel so good when I'm skipping.
Yeah.
Everything worries, everything goes out of my mind. I'm just then
Right.
jumping.
I guess that's a healthy coping mechanism, but all the unhealthy ones, literally made a fucking video about it.
Vices. Everyone has vices. I think people subconsciously understand all of this. They just don't want to admit it to themselves, and they're just happy doing their vices, letting time go by.
Right, it's because it's like you said, you already said it, like they gave up.
Yeah,
They just fall back into what makes them happy temporarily, because in the long term, what can we
They
do?
find it like a good, stable thing.
Right.
Don't fight against the system. Just ride along with it. Because you're not gonna live long enough to see the end of the system.
Right.
Of course, you're going through the worst part of it, but the actual worst part is when the system stops functioning.
Right.
That's when it sucks.
Right.
Right? So we're basically in the, like, literally the dying, like, it's in its Alzheimer's stages, dementia stages.
Right. Like,
The society.
I'm thinking, right, because all of these billionaires, they're rich people. Will the world heal when they die?
No.
Like, because will their kids? Yeah, will their kids think more critically?
No, because do you know any kids of billionaires? Do you think kids of billionaires are hanging out with normal people, Makram?
No.
What environment do you think they are growing up in? No,
they're socialized into hating everyone else, like the lower class people.
Their lives, like, all they know is billionaire people. All they know is their own lifestyle.
Right.
All, like, even in social media, like, of course, like, Makram, you and my YouTube recommended are not gonna look like their YouTube recommended.
Right. But who knows? Maybe a fucking billionaire will have a Siddhartha Gautam moment. Oh my god.
Maybe,
Holy
sure,
shit.
but 1 billionaire against 2,700 now. That is soon to increase, maybe like next year again.
Right.
again, it's like the same thing. It's like how he also has to go against the system. I mean, he may have funds for it, but the system has like 2,700 times more funds than that guy.
Yeah. At this point, the fucking billionaires, right? The
And
wealth,
the only way out is, Makram, when the system properly fails,
right?
right? And everything goes back into like zero, right? And
Right.
then it will be like different. But till then, it's a slow dying death.
Like,
Like
see,
I'll
you're finally like talking my language, okay? The nihilism part, okay? Like, I remember I keep telling you I want to nuke the world. Like, I wish, like, the human
Mm.
race didn't exist. Like, it's literally all of this, or maybe like the people that have given up, they just don't have kids and they just let the human race
I
die
don't
out.
know. I don't know if it's bad of me, but I secretly want a big ass war to happen. Just a
Yeah.
small little wish. Just like everything, like just focused into one war effort.
Right, where because if there's gonna be a world war, then there's gonna be mutually assured destruction. Everyone's gonna drop nukes on each other.
That is like the best case scenario.
That's the best case scenario, or we get drafted and then we're forced to
Like,
die.
we
At least
just,
we die. At least we die.
Entry fragger, bro.
Entry
Entry fragger.
fragger. Entry fragger. I'm gonna trade you, bro, Shafi. I'm gonna trade you, bro.
Entry fragger, bro. I'm telling you, like, if there's a war, I'm getting myself drafted.
Oh my god, bro, the vets are gonna be like, oh my god, look at this dude, bro. He had a freaking infinite, like, the people that are alive have an infinite KD, basically.
Yeah.
The vets are
Yep.
gonna be like, look at my friend, Billy Bob, he went negative, bro, fucking loser. He got fucking opt, he dry peaked the op, bro.
You can only go zero, no? How can you go negative?
Because 0-1, zero kills one. It is zero.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Zero.
Like zero is what not a positive number.
Yeah.
But
okay,
he dry peaked the fucking op, bro, fucking loser.
Fucking loser. Not even one CD.
Oh my god. That's what I was thinking. Gabe, the class system is basically real life rank system, bro. Maybe we just need to treat it like that. I don't know.
I mean, I've been trying to treat my life as a game, but
not
it's
the
like,
financial
but
part.
not the. But how can like,
Honestly, like think about it. Like it's not much different from video games. Like the billionaire kids, right? The rich kids are basically people who had they had 300 hertz monitors since they started, kind of like that.
Yeah.
They started playing since they were a
Sims.
kid.
Our life is just a complex Sims
Right.
game. You played Sims, right? I want to download Sims.
Right.
Is Sims on sale? Because like I think that's how I should start living my life.
Right.
Just
Or like it's like you could consider people's lives fatalistic with with a little bit of determinism in the middle. But like the end is probably very fatalistic. Like the overall outcome is fatalistic. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Because you could just be
Yeah.
born rich. You could just or be like Elon Musk. You inherit, apartheid money,
Yeah.
all the fucking slavery money, and then compound that. See, like it's not fair, man. The more I talk about it, the more the more ridiculous it is, bro.
I don't know. So it is what it is, man. I don't know. At this point, I just want a good enough income to sustain me, so I can have a savings for a while.
That's
And
what
I
that's
still want to
that's
do
the
my
that's.
world travel thing.
I mean, what you're describing is what people say is the American dream, right? Is
Yeah.
you save you, but it's just that because of the economy and the system now, our milestones have been pushed back, okay? Right? And for some people, it's been pushed so far back that they might not even achieve it.
True.
Uh,
So how do I achieve it?
I
guess
don't
that's-
know.
I don't know. Do I just get on this 1 year grind and become a fitness influencer? Is that
Honestly, you
my
could.
way out?
You could. Honestly, that's the thing. For people who want more freedom, it looks like I feel like streamers, I guess, and OnlyFans people. I wouldn't count OnlyFans people. Mostly streamers and YouTube content creators. They're the people who have broke the system without exploiting. I think.
But again,
Especially
you have to be smart about it because, like,
Right.
if your platform dies, like, because there's so many good Vine creators, right? Maybe
Yeah.
if they're in this model, like the TikToks of they could have monetized it, but
Right.
like when Vine died, they just let it go, and only some people were good enough to try, like go to YouTube, right?
Logan Paul.
Only some people have like proper Twitch streaming with YouTube channel running,
Yeah.
right? But if like one of them dies, right?
Right. Like think about it. It's you're living your life. Like
Yeah.
earlier I was watching the finals of like a Valorant match, right? There's people that can just watch the game just like I did, but they're getting paid for it. Okay? They're getting
Exactly.
paid a shit ton of money just to watch the match, right? And you could have your own sleep schedule. You can turn on your stream anytime you want.
Yeah, and
Right.
if you're big enough, there are people just watching, and they'll donate you money because apparently they have money. Some people have money. I
Right.
don't know.
And you could
I
take.
don't know how most people are. I mean, again, like it could be like small minority of people that are donating large amounts, like. But how are OnlyFans girls getting rich? How are fucking Twitch streamers getting rich?
OnlyFans people. How are they getting rich? I mean, it's obvious, no?
I guess yeah, lonely men who have like disposable income are just
Actually,
getting
that also, but I feel like the top donors, like OnlyFans is the lonely man part, right? Right. And but I still feel like a large majority of the income for Twitch streamers and OnlyFans women are sure lonely men, right? But lonely men who are rich,
yeah.
right? Does that make sense?
Or I mean, lonely men with disposable income, right?
Exactly.
Like, okay, honestly, Mokram, whatever money you save or whatever money you spend, you could technically also be one of those guys. Like, just fucking donate money to any streamer you like, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you still also have like
but
good
right.
amount of disposable
But
income.
here's the
no?
thing: a person like me, right? Instead of doing large donations, we would probably just sub or join their membership, okay? Like Patreon or right. But think about it, people like it's a large group of people like me who like help them. Does that make sense? Like more example it's just
Yeah,
a
but
lot
there's
of
a lot of people like you.
So that's why I feel like in a large part it's not exploitative, okay? Because we still have enough money to dish out $5 a month, okay?
But
Right?
there's a lot of people that are willing to dish out $5
Right,
a month
and
for
it's not like
that.
they're not providing anything. I feel like XQC, like maybe I'm being very biased because I don't really watch
No,
it.
okay,
He
okay.
doesn't
Like, there are some content creators that I would actually give them like money monthly
exactly.
just for the value they have provided in my life. You know? But I don't have the money to do that. Right now.
Like we watch so many amazing long form video essays and analysis, right? Like you could like I wouldn't mind, like subscribing to their Patreon monthly, right? They're giving I'll be honest, they're probably giving me more value than that, right? Yeah, exactly. But that's how they make their money. That's why I feel like streaming is probably the least exploitative content creation, and those are the people who have figured it out without having to exploit people. But obviously there's ways to exploit, like Mr. Beast, like clickbait thumbnails and whatnot. There are a large part of people actually make good content, and they're rewarded for it.
Makes sense.
What do you think, bro? Productive discussion.
Productive nihilism.
This will be uploaded, bro.